Hello. Today in this video, we are going to have an overview of the chapter redox reaction. So what is a redox reaction basically? A redox reaction, that is also reduction and oxidation reaction, is a chemical reaction in which one substance is oxidized, meaning that substance loses electron, and another is reduced, meaning another substance is gaining electron. So both processes, oxidation and reduction, always occur together. What does that mean? As you can see here, there's an illustration of an oxidizing agent and a reducing agent. Oxidizing agent is the person with a grudge face, is an unhappy face. So it is also called an electron thief. That oxidizing agent will snatch electrons from the reducing agent, while reducing agent, that's an electron donor, that's will get oxidized. So we can also use some examples for them. Oxygen. Oxygen is one of the first oxidizing agent that was first discovered. And reducing agent was, as you guessed it right, would be hydrogen. Hydrogen was one of the first reducing agent that was discovered. So the key terms to memorize in this chapter is oxidation is the loss of electrons and reduction is the gain of electrons. So, and again, the substance that oxidized is called the reducing agent. So the substance that is oxidized, meaning the substance from which the electrons are taken away, is called the reducing agent. Like hydrogen is the reducing agent. And the substance that is reduced is called the oxidizing agent. So the oxidizing agent is the person that takes away electron, would also get reduced. And let's dive deeper into this example. Let's suppose we have magnesium and oxygen. So magnesium donates its 2 electrons to oxygen. Now magnesium has lost 2 electrons. So would indicate a +2, because +2 charge means magnesium will eventually gain 2. Like in your bank account, when you lend someone money, give someone money, you are expecting them to return that money. So magnesium now gain 2 electron in the future. Oxygen gains 2 electron, but will have to eventually give it away. So magnesium is oxidized, meaning it will lose electron, and oxygen is reduced, meaning it gains electron. We have magnesium and oxygen. So magnesium donates its 2 electrons to oxygen. Now magnesium has lost 2 electrons. So would indicate a +2, because so magnesium is oxidized means magnesium is the reducing agent, because when it caused reduction, magnesium caused reduction, so it is the reducing agent. And oxygen, that was reduced, but eventually it was able to take away electrons from magnesium, which means that oxygen is the oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. So, so there are the key terms that you have to remember is the oxidation and reduction, the oxidizing agent and the reducing agent. One of the important tip that you can use in the exam, you can use the mnemonic oil rig. What does oil rig stands for? Oil rig says oxidation is loss of electrons and reduction is the gain of electrons. So reduction is the gain of electrons. So magnesium is oxidized means magnesium is the reducing agent, because when it caused reduction, magnesium caused reduction, so it is the reducing agent. And oxygen, that was reduced, but eventually it was able to take away electrons from magnesium, which means that magnesium. How would you spot differences between oxidation and reduction during a reaction? There's a table that shows feature, oxidation, and reduction. So first you will see the electron transfer. You would see the oxidation would cause the loss of electron, meaning oxidation would occur through a reducing agent. And secondly, reduction would cause gain of electrons, and reduction would occur from an oxidizing agent. Okay. The oxidation number will increase. What is an oxidation number? It's a made-up number that we'll further discuss in the later reaction. For the terminology, you should remember that oxidation would cause the oxidation number to increase, but the reduction would cause the oxidation number to decrease. Secondly, in oxidation can also be termed as the addition of oxygen or the removal of hydrogen. So first, when in the new age chemistry it was developing, the chemist had only a few elements discovered that they knew of and they were confident that they know the property of. So they use the term oxidation as the addition of oxygen or the removal of hydrogen. So vice versa, for reduction it can be removal of oxygen or addition of hydrogen. So these are very easy terms. Role in redox, we've discussed that earlier. So the substance that act as reducing agent gets oxidized. Oxidation is caused by the reducing agent, so it gets oxidized. So the substance that acts as the oxidizing agent gets reduced. So basically, what is the reducing agent? Reducing agent is the electron donor, right? Electron donor, and oxidizing agent is as the electron thief. It is the electron thief. One of the example or equation that I have given here, electron donor, right? Electron donor, and shows the oxidation of magnesium. So when magnesium loses 2 electrons, it has a 2+ charge. So when it loses electron, it has a 2+ charge, and 2 electrons are released. Whereas copper, when it gains two electrons, its charge gets eliminated, which was already a charge, and it becomes neutral. So meaning it gets reduced. And don't get confused that only ions get reduced or cations get reduced. No, let's suppose there's oxygen here. Let me give you another example. So it's oxygen, and it will, if it gains two electrons, there would be a 2 plus charge, 2 minus charge, sorry, 2 minus charge on oxygen as well. Shows the oxidation of magnesium. So when magnesium loses two electrons, it has a 2 plus charge. When it loses electron, it has a 2 plus charge, and two electrons are released. Whereas copper, when it gains two